Hello there, EDISON players, and welcome back to round 3 of our ELLO tournament coverage. We have Tristan on the left versus Lucas on the right. And yeah, should be an interesting match. Lucas starting things off with reinforcements of the army for Dark Greffer, and is going to discard Blackwing Sirocco the Dawn to send... looks like he special summons Greffer by discarding Sirocco, and he's going to discard Plague Spreader Zombie to send Sky Scorch Norleras to the graveyard. He still has a normal summon. I do see the Phantom of Chaos in the hand, so he has the combo. Is he going to go for it though? I mean, he has a setup, he has a Plague Engrave, he already has a Sirocco. So yeah, Phantom of Chaos, banishing Sky Scorch Norleras to copy its effects. So he's gonna be able to send all cards on the field and in both players' hands to the graveyard and then draw a card. And he's gonna have a good look at Tristan's discards. That was a Gravekeeper Spy and Thunder Dragon. So Tristan is on the Black Garden deck. So yeah, it's gonna be a grind game from here. We see Lila destroying Phoenix Wing Blast. Maybe should have just attacked for some damage. Pot of Avarice, and we see that Lucas is on a bit of a Lightsworn engine. Gold Sarcophagus for Volcanic Rocket. In a simplified game state, a 1900 beater might just make the difference. Now the problem is it's a telegraphed 1900 beater, so Lucas can prepare for it, potentially set up a synchro summon. Here we see Vayu, and there is a Sirocco in the graveyard. It looks like he's on Elfin the Raven as well. Okay. So for this turn, did Tristan draw a monster? No, he did not. Lila back to attack position. And that's some more chip damage coming in. And it looks like Tristan is going to look up a translation of a card. Or he's doing something in his binder. Translation of Volcanic Rockets. Okay, yeah. So Volcanic Rockets, for the people at home, when it is normal summoned, you get to add Blaze Accelerator from your graveyard or deck to your hand. Very relevant that you can add it from the grave. We see some more high-level Blackwings being milled, so I hope for Tristan that he has a way to clear the Vayu without putting it in the graveyard. We see that he now has Volcanic Shell as well, and a Raigeki Break. So it's definitely not going to be a one-sided game here. Tristan has a chance to fight back. Yeah, adding Blaze Accelerator. And a Blaze Accelerator basically lets you pitch Pyro monsters to destroy monsters the opponent controls, but you cannot attack that turn. So attacking over the Lila, Tristan is saying, Lucas my boy, you've milled enough. But I think Lucas only has the one Vayu on the field, right? And no other Vayus in the graveyard. He has a second Vayu in the hand. Okay. Going to commit it as well. And Tristan picking up. Is that another monster? But look at this full grave. It's definitely no longer a simplified game state. Looks like Tristan is going for the Blaze Accelerator, discarding Shell to destroy the unknown set Vayu. Volcanic Shell. We'll be needing a translation for that as well. I think Tristan is on the Japanese dual terminal Volcanic engine. But yeah, Shell, while it's in the graveyard, lets you pay 500 life points to add another copy of Shell from the deck to the hand. A small price to pay for fueling your Blaze Accelerator reload. Or your Blaze Accelerator, I should say. We're still a few years off the reload version. Notably, Tristan is unable to attack this turn because he used the Blaze Accelerator, and he's not going to destroy the other Vayu. He only has one Raigeki break, and I can imagine that he wants to use that on the Blackwing Synchro in the battle phase. But Lucas should have more than enough gas to commit 2 threats to the board. Let's see whether he makes that heads up play. We see Armor Master coming down with its effect negated, courtesy of Elfin the Raven. And we do have another power card, Chaos Sorcerer, coming down. That will just let him banish the Volcanic Rockets. Yeah. And the Armor Master could swing in for direct damage, but there is the Raigeki break, discarding another copy of Volcanic Shell. There's one shell left in the deck. It looks like Tristan is going to add that to his hand. It could fuel the Blaze Accelerator. Yeah, that is exactly what he's going to do with that. Destroying the Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah, I believe the exact requirement is a Pyro with 500 or less attack. So he's locked out of the battle phase for now, for this turn. Yep, there is food for the second Kalut in the graveyard. So he's probably kind of content just leaving this second Vayu on the field. Let's say set monster could be a variety of things. This Volcanic Garden deck is playing all the goat control flips, the Gravekeeper Spy, the Dekoichi. Lucas is going to commit Phantom of Chaos. There's a lot of things in the graveyard right now that could be useful to copy. And we see the Dark Creator in there, and that's enough for Tristan to scoop it up and head into game number 2. And Tristan will be starting it off with a set monster. Is that 2 set back row? Or no back row? It is 2 back row, okay. Not fearing the Heavy Storm, playing around the Breaker. Let's see, here is a special summon of Dark Refer. taking priority, discarding the Vayu. So immediately has that life. And he's going to send the Phantom of Chaos. The Sky Scourge Norleras. Is there a Phantom of Chaos in hand? Is he going to try to do the combo? No. Gravekeeper Spy flipped a face up. So Lucas will be taking some damage. And we see Descendant coming down. It's one of the newer Gravekeeper cards that Goat Control didn't have access to yet. Lets you tribute a Gravekeeper to destroy any card on the field. So even though it only has 1500 jack points, Descendant will be able to clear that Greffer if it wants to. That is exactly what we're going to see happen here. And here is Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo attacking for 12 damage. And I can imagine 15 damage from the Descendant as well. So no Gores. And notably, a large part of Lucas's deck has been turned off now. The Vayu is no longer live. So I think Lucas really wants to have the Phantom of Chaos here, but he's just gonna have to set a monster. And Tristan has a Phoenix Wing Blast to put that back on the top of the deck. And he has a Volcanic Shell. So it's just gonna pay 500 and replace that card. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw another Wing Blast in Tristan's hand. Or was that Karma Cut? Anyway, here's another 2700 points of damage from Fossil Dyna and Descendants. Another back row. Yeah, Fossil Dyna especially good in this deck because of all the protective cards you play. Mystical Space Typhoon taking out the newly set card. It was a Phoenix Wing Blast. So is Lucas going to be able to attack over the Fossil Dyna? No, but he is setting a Raikou. So it's looking okay for him. Unless, of course, there's another Phoenix Wing Blast, but looks like that is not the case. Raikou taking out the Descendants. I believe that means that Lucas is very low on life points already. He did take 2700 two times. So that's 54. So he could have taken another Descendants, I think. But Black Garden is going to make it very difficult to get over that Fossil Dyna as well. We see Giant Trunate. Okay, that's going to be a first step. Does he have a normal summon to beat over the Fossil Dyna? And we do see Sirocco. Okay, we have a game. Sirocco attacking over the Fossil Dyna. Main phase 2. Are we going to see Kalut effect? Vayu effects? Yes, banishing the Vayu and the Elfin for Armor Master. A brain control on Sirocco would be huge here, but Tristan is just gonna set a monster, activate his Black Garden, and probably going to commit some back row. Set 3 back row. Okay, that's it's gonna be quite tough to choose through. Let's see how Lucas does it. And Charge of the Library is going to help him. Doesn't mill his Lila, so now we might see another reason why Black Garden is so good. Because Black Garden is mandatory, you cannot take turn player priority on the summon. if you like not being able to take turn player priority, you might want to travel to Konami America for their events. They're removing priority from their time wizard. And Lila is gonna be met with Bottomless Trample. Looks like the players are familiar with the ruling. He's just gonna double check. But yes, Black Garden is mandatory. Also notably, no token, since the monster's attack couldn't be halved. I think this is a point where they call a judge over. The ruling is resolved. Armor Master attacks into Mirror Force, so Lucas's monsters are destroyed, but main phase 2, Vayu and Armor Master make the Silverwing the Ascendant 2800 attack points. That's going to be halved though, thanks to Black Garden. But yeah. Here is the token. Putting the dice on the monster to indicate that it's halved. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Lucas also gets 2 tokens for the 2 spies getting summoned. Or does Black Garden not work on flip summons? Yeah, going to summon the special summon the halved spy in defense mode. And it looks like indeed Black Garden does not work on flip summons. So we have the 1200 spy. This descendant, yeah, Silverwing the Ascendant, not the Descendant, is at 1400. So under Black Garden, that is pretty respectable. Still, it's going to be a struggle to get over the 2000 defense Gravekeeper Spy. Reinforcement of the army is going to add... Aaron. Yeah, that is one way to deal with Gravekeeper Spy. Doesn't matter what your attack is with an effect like Aaron. So Tristan's field now full of tokens. And Aaron attacks the face down. Dekoichi draws a card and then gets shuffled into the deck. Next up, the Silverwing is going to attack the spy, right? Yeah. Is that going to resolve? Yeah, looks like the attack is going through. And in the end phase, Aaron mills a few cards, but nothing really highly relevant. Yeah, this is where we're going to see the Black Garden deck really shine in a slow, grindy game. Fossil Dyna being normal summoned. So, no token. But the attack is halved. Using a pen to indicate the halved attack. That's brutal. Karma Cut going to banish the Silverwing. And a token crashes with the halved Aaron. So apparently that was enough to attack for game. So we are going into a game 3. Very cool, very cool. Here we are going to see Lucas take the first turn. Does he once again have the combo? No, he's just gonna set what is probably like a Raiko or a Vayu. And that is going to give Tristan time to set up. Normal summon the rockets. Activate the effects. Activate the blaze accelerator. Up till now, all the speedball players are able to follow along. And accelerator, or rather rocket, attacks over the Raikou. And that is a giant Trunade gone on Lucas's side. That's good for him. Well, that's good for Tristan, I'd have to say. Trade in, discarding the Norleras. Does he have the Phantom of Chaos? And if you do have it, do you want to commit it already? As we saw in game 1, the Black Garden deck does have a bit of issues when, you know, all of their resources are gone and they have to slowly grind back up. We see Breaker attacking over Vayu. And not a lot of back row from Tristan this game. That could also... and Nearest Heavy Storm to wipe out that one back row. What is it? Karma Cuts. That would have been huge against the Sirocco that's gonna go ham now. Yeah. Sirocco 2000 attacks over the 1900 breaker. That's no good. But we see that Tristan has plenty of outs to the Sirocco. And it's going to be another breaker. Okay. With the Blaze Accelerator. It's going to pitch Volcanic Shell to destroy the Sirocco. I'm not sure whether there was a Vayu in the grave this game already. But anyway, here is Black Garden to protect that breaker from any harm. But Robin has Dark Arm Dragon. Okay. Okay, Dad. So its attack will be halved, so it's slightly less threatening. So banishing the Norleras to clear the breaker. It's a bit sad that he has to destroy his grave setup to resolve this that effect. Okay, when the second dark is banished, Tristan has DD Crow for the third and final dark. So his Blaze Accelerator will remain on the field. Dark Arm Dragon going to attack over that token that's slightly smaller than him. And with just another set monster. Lucas passes turn. We see Blaze Accelerator shooting the Volcanic Shell at the set Necrogarna, and third shell at Dark Arm Dragon. And here we see a somewhat simplified game state. Tristan just going to pass. Plays back to Lucas. Who has Chaos Sorcerer. Not for the effects, but just for some damage. That's okay. You can just start pressuring the opponents. But Gale just cleans up that Chaos Sorcerer like it was nothing. That's 150 points of damage. So players are going to have to do some weird maths from now on. Let's see where Lucas can clear this Gale. Yes, trade in to pitch his Dark Creator. We see that he has another copy of Solar Recharge, which is a great card if you have a Lightroom monster to make it live. play is back to Tristan, who has a set spy. He also has, does he have? Yeah, a volcanic rockets. And Tristan will use his spy to go into Arcanites. Just gonna gain 2 spell counters, going to remove one of them to destroy the set Plague Spreader Zombie. Better safe than sorry in his mind. And another back row is gonna end this turn. Let's see, another set monster. Here is Volcanic Rockets. Searching for the second copy of Blaze Accelerator. Pretty wise to play 2 of these. Arcanic Magician using its last spell counter to destroy the Vayu. It's not taking any risks. And I believe we are already in timeout. Yeah, we see the pink die on the top of the screen indicating the turns. At the ELLO locals, you get 5 turns of overtime after 45 minutes of play. So we are going to see Lucas enter turn 4. And he has the Phantom of Chaos. Could copy the Dark Creators effects. So Tristan is giving that a good read. But on the summon, it gets hit with Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Here is a Blake coming back. And I remember watching this match. I think at this point, Lucas was about 2,000 life points ahead. So he crashes the Blake into the Arcanites. So that way, a direct hit from Volcanic Rocket would not be game. There was a minor discussion about the life points here, which is something very typical to happen. But here is the second rocket, so that is very convincingly going to give the game to Tristan. Guys, that was round 3 of our ELLO locals. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This was Ryan Atlas. Bye.